So, are you going to record this session?
Yes, we will be recording. Now we are live.
Okay.
Now we are live on YouTube now. This is the link. I'm sending it to you through chat, right? This is the link.
Okay.
And now I'm recording. Here we go. So let's start of the day. Hello everyone. Assalamu alaikum, namaskar, and sat sri akal to everyone for our audience globally. This is Muhammad Basadrana, and we are HR Walay from HR Walay platform. This is the segment. Segment name is Virtual Meet, and the objective is to power is gained by sharing knowledge, not coding it. So today we are sharing knowledge from one another excellent platform, and discussion will be empower student decisions, discover university life through peer-to-peer networking. And for this discussion, we have been privileged to invite ask a student, and I humbly thankful to their management. So first we know about what is virtual meet and what is the objectivity of this virtual meet. This innovative idea I have initiated in April 2021. Keep in the mind the market needs for virtual learning opportunities. Our aim is to provide a platform where senior professionals can share their knowledge and expertise with the audience, enabling them to learn from the comfort of their home. This is an excellent opportunity for those who do not have a time for due to their professional engagement or personal engagement. They can take a time out, they can log in, and they can see this virtual meet according to their time. Our virtual meet is based on interactive methodologies and the latest best practices delivered through the cutting edge virtual platform. And today's topic is one of its examples. Our expert speakers cover a range of topics that cater to the needs of profession across the industries. And at HR Wallet, we believe that learning is a continuous process, and we are committed to providing opportunities for individuals to enhance their skills and knowledge. Join us today and take your professional skills to the next level. We are available almost in all social media network: LinkedIn, WhatsApp, Instagram. You can find us. Just you need to type in Google search HR Walay, HRWALAY. So you will be having our complete profile on the Google. How we can maintain a good learning environment through Zoom session in a virtual learning. Disclose your identity. Please rename as your complete name to avoid any anonymous appearance. Try to be a quiet, well-lit environment. Use headphones and keep your microphone muted unless you want to ask a question. Raise hand and then ask question when given a chance. All participants will be kept mute during the session. Keep your internet connection alive and try to avoid distracting places. Political or religious based arguments are not allowed. Hope the above tips are helpful. Enjoy your online learning experience with HR Walay virtual meet. Today's virtual meet has a honor to have on board with us Gaurav Aggarwal, Chief Executive of Ask a Student. Thank you, Gaurav, for joining us.
Thanks, Mohammed, for inviting us.
And the second one is Ani Titus, co-founder of Ask a Student. Thank you, Ani, for joining us.
Thank you for inviting.
Great. So I'm handing over to this journey now to Ask a Student. I hope you will learn a lot of things from these wonderful people and their unique initiative to help global industry of students and university grads. Thank you so much. Handing over to you.
Okay. Can I share my screen?
Yes.
Just a minute. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay, let me not take a lot of time. As Gaurav said, people don't have a lot of attention span, so I'll be very quick. So first of all, thank you so much for allowing us to and inviting us, especially the HR WALAY team. Mohammed Basit, I think I know you since the time I am in APCDA. I have seen the passion in you to empower your country, and I think that is very, very appreciable. And keep doing that. Also, thank you for giving us this opportunity to let us know what we are doing for the students in a global reach, how we are creating an impact to the students. And I would also like to thank Gaurav and Ask a Student team for I'm very grateful actually for this opportunity to be a part of this great initiative. Uh, how we are creating a connection, a real connection for the students, and this mission and vision will be shared by Gaurav himself when he will be speaking further. But I would like to say that this mission and vision really resonates with me personally because this is something where you can connect with students, and I like to guide students, those who are really confused, and those who are not, they cannot get that. Just a minute, there is some disturbance in my mobile. Yeah. Huh. Those who cannot connect directly to us current student, and this pathway for the ask a student is creating is really great, and that's where I really resonate with the mission and vision of ask a student. um, I also would like to say a bit about Gaurav without going a lot further. He has a visionary mind and he has an entrepreneurial spirit with him because he himself has walked this path. I think someone who is walking the path knows the challenges. I think Gaurav will be the best person. He will speak definitely the challenges he has faced as an international student. It will never be an easy journey for him. I am sure about it, and that's where the idea of Ask a Student has come in, and that's why this platform has come up. The whole idea has come up from there, his own journey, and his background. If you can see, he has collaborated with many startups, and that has been successful. And yeah, that's where the whole Ask a Student stands. And our goal is to empower 1 million students by 2028. And these are the numbers. We will speak later on more on this. And I would like to ask Gaurav to go ahead and take this further, telling about the mission and the vision.
Sure, Annie. Thank you. Can we move to the next slide, please?
Yeah.
Perfect. So thank you so much for that, Annie. So as Annie mentioned, that it's all started from my own journey. I'm from India. I studied in New Zealand my master's course, but when I was doing that course, I still remember my father asked me, "You're going thousands of miles away. Have you talked to anyone there? Do you know anyone there?" I said, "No, I have not done that research." So that got stuck in my mind, but I could not take any action there. I had to leave because I was close. So I think it was just 1 week before my flight. So I ended up there. I studied the program. I went through the challenges that every international student goes through, and that time I was thinking what my father was telling me: be prepared. You were not fully prepared, and that's why you got yourself into a situation where you do not know people there. You are not fully convinced the program you took, you are studying, and you're not fully sure how the job prospects will look like. Okay, so I had my learnings. So then I moved to Canada. Now I'm settled in Canada. I had this mind. I still was thinking about that problem, and I did my research in 2019 to see if that problem has been solved. Yes, the market is much different from 2014 when I was doing my master's, but still, when it comes to getting that unbiased advice directly from your peers who are studying in hundreds of universities across the world, it was still difficult. So I started working on this portal. I wrote down the business plan. I charted out what the features would be like. Then we launched in April 2022. We had our problems. People were asking why somebody would pay money to talk to a student. That should not be free. I said, yeah, but that student can spend that time to do something else there, because students charge their own on on our portal, current students who are studying in different universities can make their profile, and they can put a charge. They can charge a fee, a small amount, less than $10. Most of them are charging less than $10 to incentivize themselves and also help the future students. So we had our challenges. Every startup goes through challenges whenever they will come with an innovative idea. Market needs to be market first objects on it, and then they slowly you change the mindset. Now we have arranged 500 calls so far, and we have assisted 10,000 students from other part on other things as well. So ecosystem is growing. But coming back to Ask a Student's principle, the core idea that students can connect with their peers in an unbiased manner on Zoom calls and get their questions answered directly from them. Plus, they make a connection. And that was my vision, that students make connections before even landing in those institutes. Like my father asked me, do you know anyone there? I said, no, I have no idea. I don't have any relative there. So now that has been successfully proved. We have sent students to the US, and those were the students who met their advisors from Ask a Student were the first few people they met at the campus, and they made that friendship. So we achieved our vision at a small scale at this stage, but we will be scaling it in the coming, as the timeline shows you, we will be scaling it to much larger extent. Once we have proved our business model, we have proved that it works. And we have got very good reviews from students plus parents, because parents can also sit down. Like my father was worried if he could sit down with me, if Ask a Student existed at that time, if he could sit down with me, he would be more convinced that the step that I'm taking is more informed. So that's why, as Annie mentioned, our goal now is to help 1 million students by 2028 in making an informed higher education decision. So we are working with the whole ecosystem. We are working with future students, current students, parents, counselors, as Annie herself is a counselor. We help counselors to, if they have a student who want to connect with a future student, with the current students in any part of the world. We have around 400 current student advisors in 300 institutes in 25 countries, and they will be available whenever you want them to be. So that's I would call it a pilot phase, which has been successful. Now it will go in a scaling phase in the coming years. So practical steps to make informed decisions. So that's
Yeah, I can take over. Yeah, sorry, Gaurav. So yeah, this is something where I would like to say, like, as we as counselors, when we guide students, we tell them that we all know that taking a self-assessment is very important. We believe that uh, there are so many counseling tools available, but being a counselor, I feel that having a self reflection is the most important thing before you even go through any of the, even the mentors or the current student advisor, I feel. Because if you do not know who you are or what you want to achieve, it becomes very difficult. Definitely tools can be used, I do agree to that, but understanding your own strength, interest, values and goals, writing in a small no diary and making understanding who you want to be helps you. And the difference here is that how all these processes which is involved, like if you can say the, if you want to know about the institution or if you want to know about the application procedure, job market, I think there are so many things to be known when you're planning, as Gaurav said, when you're planning to study abroad. But you have to research, you have to do so many things. Definitely you have to do it, I'm not saying you have to avoid that, but this is where Ask a Student plays a very important role. I have highlighted it in green, speaking to the mentors, exactly speaking to that student and getting that clear picture of what the scholarships can be. Many students, financial, I think finance is a great issue which students face. I am recently connected with one of the students. They are waiting for the loan to get approved. They Just a minute. So they are not getting loan, and I was thinking if they had known about the scholarships that is available from the university, via, if they had done that before, probably they could have got an entry, and they are still waiting for it. So financials, getting known of, getting no idea about scholarships getting idea about especially US visas. They are not very easy. You need to, if you are connected with a student, it becomes very easy. That's where Ask a Student plays a very important role here. And we also have Ask a Question forum, which I can show you right away. So if you go to this platform, there is a place where you can post your question, and I'll just show you few. I'll not take a lot of time. So a student has, there are many questions. Someone has asked about job opportunity, and we have a current student giving an elaborate answer. And the best part here is, Mohammed, you can, only a current student is going to reply here. So there are so many platforms available. I do agree, Reddit, Quora, but there are so many people who can reply. People like I can also reply there, but here only a verified current students can reply. So that's the difference we are creating. That's the impact of Ask a Student. And there's also one more thing where you can book a call. I'll show that as well. You can go to book a call. You can just write the institute name. If I want to book a call in Germany, I'll just write Germany, and I will click here and search button. Then I can find all the Germany students who are currently studying. And yeah, I think you have a question. You can ask.
Yes, this is a wonderful thing. Thank you so much. Can you please, in one line, if I wanted to understand, let's suppose if any student comes to me, how
Hmm.
I can, what should I be saying to them if what ask a student is for you? Is a career counselor or a career expert, or they are the good engagement they are providing, the platform to engage you with the another student? What would the best line definition? How I can
Gaurav,
define it?
Gaurav, you want to
Yeah.
go ahead?
Yeah, sure. So it's a peer-to-peer networking platform for tertiary students globally. So in other words, if you have any questions and you want to talk to your peers, come to Ask a Student. We will make that happen for you.
Okay, that's very good. Now, this is the intermediary role. If any student wants to go, let's suppose I'm a student and I wanted to go to Germany, and
Hmm.
if I have a query, then I'll definitely write askastudent.net and I'll enter it, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
And
that's right.
there, this
Hmm.
app will help me to get connected with the real world of Germany,
Correct.
That's right.
right? This is a very,
Yeah.
very good, excellent. Okay, that is how it works. Thank you
And
so
real
much.
world, just to give it more light to it. So real world, you can learn about studying in Germany on YouTube videos. You can do your research. With Ask a Student, you learn about the real world of Germany from the eyes and the
Yeah.
mouth of international students are already studying there.
Yeah. So I would
Exactly.
like to add. I would like to add one point here. Sorry, were you saying something, Gaurav?
No, no, I'm good. Good.
Yeah. So as Gaurav said, you get the real information from the student. When you research, like I also do a lot of research being a counselor. So when you research, especially in the time of AI, the information that you get is mostly 6 months old or a year old. So it becomes very tricky for the students. So when you connect with a student, it becomes a current, like, what is the actual information, or what are the finances involved, how is the accommodation budget I have to take care, or exact information. You'll get it from the current source, but the
Yes.
research will be little bit delayed, like, it will be 6 months old, because I have faced this, right? So I know it. So you connecting with a student is a real best tool, I can say. Even for counselors, we said counselors and students, but it's for, and parents, but I think it's also for principals, teachers, anyone who want to guide their students. I think parents especially wants the best for their child. So yeah, that's where.
Exactly. And the second one question, it's very quite interesting. Now I understood. Let's suppose it means if we don't need a consultant, immigration consultant, or university admission counselors.
So it depends on you. So what our portal can facilitate, it can facilitate, you can post a question. You can start with a free question posting. You just post your free question. You can get help from current student advisors. Uh, those current student advisors who are responding to you, if you like their answer, you can book a call with them. You can you can go ahead further in your journey. You can ask your questions. Then if you need help, we also have help desk. If you want to connect with any counselor, if you want to connect with any agent, we can help you out to find them. We have B2B partners. We have around 100 partners who we can connect you with. They are all verified. This market, students get scammed very fast. That's what we have noticed. So we want to give them an environment where that is safe. So that is safe and verified. So our students are verified, our business partners are verified. So you can tell us what you want. So we will provide you that information. And if you want to talk to university, we can arrange those calls as well. We are launching University Connect program, where if you have any questions directly, we will make it possible for you to connect with the university directly. So, yeah.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, that's fine. Please carry on.
Yeah, let me share my screen.
Wonderful. Thank you, Gaurav and Annie.
No problem. It's a pleasure. Yeah. So I think we were, Gaurav, now it's, you can go ahead and you can explain. I think we have already said this, but you can.
Yeah, I think it will be repeat to what we are already
Yeah.
mentioned.
So we
That you
just
can do.
covered this, so we can skip this. So I would like to say one more point, which we already said. These are the challenges which I usually see from students. The information is too overloaded in the internet, or you can say Google, or even if AI. And how Ask a Student helps is that you can get the correct information, which I just mentioned previously, the exact information. And financial concerns, as I said, this also I covered, where you get the real information from the student if there is any scholarships available and how to apply for scholarship. This is very confusing. This is not very available in the even in the university page. It becomes little difficult. You can definitely connect and get it from the university, but getting it from the student is a very different review. Then cultural adjustment. I think recently we had one APCDA session on cultural shocks. I think this is very much, I think Gaurav will resonate with it. Going to a new country is not easy. You feel homesick. It's not, you feel lonely. It's very difficult. But when you connect with a student, you know the reality. You know the real facts that life is not easy. You need to work there. You need to do part time. It's not all rosy there. So you have to, like, there are so many things there to be, you need to know. And language barriers, we all know. So if you're aware of it, you can be ready with it. You can get trained on some language program if you want to. And admission and visa processes is very complicated, even for counselors like us. It is not very easy. You need to understand exactly, because one error in the visa, you can lose the getting the visa. So it's especially in specific countries like Australia, US, there are visa is very, there's very stringent rules there. So this is how. And accommodations, especially we take care of accommodation for the students. We have our partners. But what I see when I am working with accommodation, they get scammed very fast, and it's very difficult for them. And today morning, I got a request from a student saying that how can I get accommodation guidance. I immediately told her you can connect with the students from UK, and she is going through it. So that's how, she wanted the reality of how I can book an accommodation, and she wanted to talk to a student. So that's where we also play a very important role. Job opportunities, it is not same. Building a resume is different for every country. So if you get a real insight from a current student, it helps you. It saves you a lot of time, and all the errors that you can make, a current student can help you there. Emotional, sorry. I think emotional well-being is not, we don't talk a lot about it. We are not very open to it, but it's very important factor when you're away from your family, when you're living alone there. So when you connect with a student, we have a no, we had one student who was from Nepal. I will be sharing it in my session where I'll be speaking about the testimonials. I'll share that how it helped her regarding this point. And Gaurav, you can go ahead with this.
Yeah, sure. So thanks. So these challenges for any international student, they are very real. Um, and they happen for all of them, 99%. But how you can solve this problem as a student? You know these challenges exist. That's the first thing. The second thing is that you prepared early on, so that you don't have to go through a long cycle of dealing with them. So
Hmm.
Ask a Student helps you from all sides. They help you in building your network. They help you building in giving you the list of those challenges, how to maneuver through them, how to solve them. So that's what we are trying to do. It's my emotional side as well, because I went through those challenges and I don't want my juniors in any part of the world to go through those challenges. So that was close to me, and that's why we said that only who can help them the best. agents are great. I mean, they help you with processing. They know the V files. They know, they have gone through so many files that they can tell you where the problem exactly is. But when it comes to living that life, only the best advisor would be the student themselves. So personalized student connection can help you go through those challenges, prepare real-time interactive chats, authentic guidance from peers, comprehensive parent support, tailored university insights, step-by-step admission assistance, cultural and lifestyle advice, network building opportunity. Network is very, very important. I'm living in Canada even now, in a foreign country now, and I can see that how important networking is to to get a job, even to get a job, to have your emotional support, to know people, to find where the good food is. We Indians, we Asians love our food, and that is the best food in the world, in my opinion. So that's where we can get help from our network. And stress-free planning. So once you're prepared, you're sure that you have talked to, let's say, forward students. They have talked. They have told I have learned from their experiences, so I'm prepared. So you can, and I know those people, so I can meet them when I land there.
Yeah.
So that's the positive change we want to make.
So yeah, I think, yeah, go ahead, go on.
No, I think we have talked about it multiple times. It follows the same pattern that what we're trying to achieve.
Correct. So I would like to read this line: by bridging the gap between prospective and current student, Ask a Student provides a unique and trustworthy platform that addresses the most pressing challenges of studying abroad, making the process smoother and more reassuring. That's what Ask a Student is. And this is our legacy. This is how we have helped so many people. This is our numbers. And yeah, these are the takeaways which we have already spoken. I don't want to repeat again. Gaurav, you want to add something?
Yeah, no, I think we would love to know, how do you feel? What are your questions?
Yeah.
Mohammed, you can go ahead. I think you have a question.
Yeah, you've raised your hands.
Yes. Okay, can you please run down your website and app if I wanted to see that?
Sure.
Ask a student.
And can you
Yeah.
reshare? I think you'll have to reshare.
Are you not able to see my screen?
We are seeing
Just
the PPT.
Okay. Can you see the website? No.
No, you will have to reshare.
Yeah, I'll do it. Sorry. Yeah. Is it visible now?
no. Yes.
Yes.
Now it. Okay. Let's suppose just share this a bit rundown like this. Let's suppose I'm using it first time,
Yeah.
and now I am convinced that I wanted to get connected with Ask a Student. So what should be done first, and how it can assist me? Uh, I'm interested to know the rundown of this website.
Yeah.
How Ask a Student can help me.
Absolutely. Yeah.
A very interesting idea, actually. You know, this is an excellent, interesting, because the niche area you are focusing upon, and I think it could be the best platform for those students, those who understand English, and those who understand English, and those who want to do it by themselves, right? To avoid a lot of expenses, they can avoid. They can,
Yeah.
there's a lot
You
of
said it very well. It's about informed decision making.
Informed
It's not
decision.
about
exactly.
just going abroad. It's about informed decision making.
Yeah, knowing what you're doing. Know what
Knowing
you're
what
doing.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So please, I'm interested to know
Yeah.
its rundown.
So Gaurav, would you like to go ahead?
Sure. So let me do on my screen. I think that's
Yeah, no problem. I'll just stop my screen share.
Yeah. Just give me a moment. All right. So I'm ready. Just give me a moment. All right. So first, I would like to take your attention towards this logo, where a student is helping a student, and they are making them to come to a higher level. So we have 4 options at the moment. Those are the main 4 options: book a call, ask a question, program finder, and student help desk. Book a call was the core idea where we started. You can come here and you can see, you can choose if you know what country you're going. Let's just take Germany an example. You can search. Now you can see if you know your university as well, you can search by university as well. But let's just go with the country. I'm early in my journey, so I want to go to Germany, and then I can choose who I want to talk to. Let's just pick up Shobit. He's from India. He's studying in Berlin, first year student. He's studying Master in International Dispute Resolution. There's a summary. I can also go to his LinkedIn profile. Our students are all authentic, verified. You can also learn more about them on their LinkedIn. I can choose, just a moment. I would need a note. I need to log in at this stage if I'm not already logged in. I can book a call. Calendars are available. I can choose time, proceed. I can tell them where I'm from, what I'm interested in studying. I can also send some questions. I can add 3 questions for 15 minutes. I can add 6 questions for 30 minutes call. I can send messages, what message I want to add, and I can proceed. I can pay. All right, so my call is booked. And on that day and time, I will receive an email from Ask a Student that your call has been successfully booked. This is the time. This is the link to join the call at that time. And we will also send them a reminder. Shobit also receives this email that there is a call for him, and he can add that in his calendar. Now, diversity is important for us. So we have students from all over the world, mostly from India, from Pakistan. You can see all the origin. We have Mazhar from Pakistan. He's studying MSc. We also have other students. You can check, because origin is important, because they have gone through your country, so they would know better in terms of visa processing and others. We have Mohammed from Pakistan. We have more students, I know. So Egypt, if somebody is going from Egypt, I think if they come to us, then we do search for them and we tell them these are a few profiles which match your requirements. So consider them to book your call. Students from Chile, there are some from Germany. So yeah, so this is the main, that's where we started. I'll walk you through the other 3 options in a moment, but let me see if you have any questions.
Yes, I have a question. Actually, when you click the call button in the top area, in the top side of the area, I found 2 options. Number 1 is when you enter the country, right? After that, I found 2. No, earlier, the main screen, on the main screen.
Okay.
When you press the button, call button, right? Come up, top of the page. Can you please scroll up?
Got it. Good, top of the page. Got it. Sorry.
Now you can see that services provided free and paid. What is the difference between?
So this is based on students' their own wish. Some students have told us they just want to help. They're not worried about money, so they can help other students for free. But 90, yeah. So students can choose how they want to. From the student's perspective, it's a marketplace of advice. So they can make their own profile. They can give their own. If they want to say, I have only 1 hour in the whole week, so they input that 1 hour in their calendar, and students can only book in those 1 hour. They choose, I want to get paid for $5, $10, $15, $20. That's his choice. And then some says, I'm happy to help others for free. I just want to share my experience. And I also want to gain experience. I want to network and other things. So from the student's perspective, this is a great opportunity to earn money, not earn money, but earn experience, grow their network, help others.
Very good. Wonderful. Wonderful.
So that is book a call, ask a question. In ask a question, we were getting, when we launched, after that, students were coming to us and they would say, I have only 1 question and I'm not ready to book a call. What should I do? So we said, and based on that feedback, and multiple times that happened, so we launched this Ask a Question only this year. So I'll walk you through this, some examples, some good examples I'm looking for. Let's just take this APS certificate. All right. So anyone can come here. It's free to register. You just make your profile. You're a future student, and you come to then you go to Ask a Question forum, and then you choose which group you want to post your question into. Is it study in Germany group, or you want to post this in a specific university? Let's say University of Bremen. So you can do so. You can choose your university or country. You can post your question, and you will find that only current student advisors can respond, as Annie was also mentioning. So they will give you the right advice. You can say thank you after that, or if you have further questions, you can ask that further question. So different from Quora, different from Facebook. You don't have to be bombarded by scams, ads. It's a very neat platform because, as I mentioned, parents are also visit us. So we want to keep it clean as well. So, and also I want to make sure that as a team that they get the informed decision. It's our job is to make informed higher education decisions. So we keep it that way. And it's a free service for future students.
Excellent. Very good.
And then sorry, go ahead. Annie.
No, go ahead.
Program Finder, it's in the partnership with Apply Board. It's a Canadian company, and it's a very big company. It has more than $1 billion company. If you are ready to start your journey, you can do a free assessment where you want to go, and they will ask you a few questions, and then they will suggest you a few courses. So it's a free service in partnership with Apply Board. You can see what programs you fit your need and profile. Do you have a question?
Yes, I have a question. Actually, I am curious about if I click the Ask a Student and I found a student who is availing this option, Ask a Student, but he is asking a lot of questions. He bombarded, tell me this thing and about it seems like that he is getting complete consultancy, but he is getting it through Ask a Student. So how this portal will limit that behavior, and I hope you understand.
Right.
Good question.
That's a good question. See, we don't think that you can finish your application just by talking to students. We think that professional help is still required. Our job is to help you make an informed decision. You know which program you are going, which university you want to go study, what are the job opportunities, where agents cannot help, where counselors cannot help. Counselors are still a human being. They cannot go to every university and get the information of studying there. They don't know how many students got the job. So we don't see ourselves replacing any professional services. But what we are doing, as you mentioned, this is a niche where nobody was addressing that about making an informed higher education decision making. So that's what we are addressing. We are not replacing other things. So students will still continue to go to where they want to go, but they will be more informed, they will be more confident, they will be more prepared before they do. So if they are almost ready and they just need a quick confidence or confirmation from a current student during the call, great. But most of the students just want to confirm their answers. They what they heard about the university, what they heard about the teachers, what they heard about the job opportunities. And if somebody scans our Ask a Question forum, you will see what kind of questions they are stuck at. They are not about professional services. They are more about getting them ready, getting that information they are not getting anywhere else. So does that answer your question?
Yes, exactly. I think earlier I thought that it's a free meal and it's an option, but I think this is a profession like documentation. They won't be able to get the answer of the documentation and how the contract can be created and what would be the legacies and all that. That would be a professional consultancy. They need to opt or they need to have pay for it, right? But other than this, like how university looks like, what is the weather, how you make your accommodation, and how you travel yourself, and how you manage, and how you get your errands to do that. So this is something like Ask a Student can help you with, right?
It can be used as one of the tools, as Gaurav said, like to get a
Yeah.
confirmation. One of the tools,
This
like
is
you
one of
have
the tools. Yeah. This was an unaddressed part of this
an
journey,
address,
which was very important.
yeah,
It was
Yes.
unaddressed
actually
part
very
of the
important.
entire ecosystem. Like it is not been.
It's
So
very
yeah.
interesting. Excellent. Excellent. Because there are a lot of students. No, no, ये तो है ही नहीं. ये तो है ही नहीं. तो
Mhm.
मैं जब सवाल किया तो मुझे जवाब नहीं मिला. There's a lot of wish
Mhm.
list of the users they can. So that was the point in my question actually. So, anyways, thank you so much. Excellent tool again. Excellent option.
Perfect. Thank you. Student help desk. That's the last. We launched this year only. So if you need if you're stuck somewhere, if you need help, come to us. Tell us what you need help with. We will help you provide information from our students if that's available, from our partners, from if that is available, or from our team members. So we will provide you verified and reliable information. That's our job. As I said, this is my emotional part that I want to help students because I went through something. So that's how we are. That's why we have help desk. You just tell us what help you need. Just pick up.
More. That's fine. Like, Ajita, what is the an excellent services is being provided from the web portal. How you maintain your monetary part in terms of execution, or how you make it? Because book a call, if I book a call and somebody is rendering his services in free of cost, I'll definitely go for a free of cost service,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And just to have an idea, भाई तुम बताओ मुझे कि what is the weather there? And उसने मुझे बताया and I'm finished, right? Right, and I'm okay, Tata, bye bye. There's no need to ask
Yeah.
them. So how you cater this thing?
Right.
Yes.
So, no, I think first thing is freebies are freebies. There is lack of seriousness when it comes to freebies. So most of our services are, especially the students, 90% of our students, I would say 90% of the calls that we have booked so far were all paid calls. All serious students, they have achieved their goals as well with us. They are studying those universities. And the good thing is then they are now current student advisor on our portal. So they were a
Yeah.
future students. Now they have reached to the next level of their journey, and they are a current student advisor, and they are helping other their own juniors. So that's how the cycle goes. We have not had non-serious students so far because first thing, this is a service. There is a limitation. We are not doing your documentation for free. What we are trying to tell you is that you go to your peers, connect with them, and you get what you want. In terms of the what you want to know. It's about information, right? How is the weather? I think on a call, I mean, as I mentioned, 90% of our calls were paid, so we don't have that problem. So for the calls, we never had that problem. Ask a question, yes, that might be an opportunity to ask questions, but we do follow up to see if they have any further questions or if they need any help. But also to keep in mind that this is not a Facebook group. You already have a Facebook account. You just join that group and you keep posting what you want to post. You already have a core account. You just keep doing whatever you want to do. And in our portal, it's streamlined. First, you create an account. You have to create an account on our portal. It takes time. And then you post your questions. We don't give you unlimited character limits. We give you limited character limits. So you ask your questions concisely.
Excellent.
So,
Excellent.
yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. And I also want to add one point here. As Gaurav said, we have students who have become a current student advisor, and we have future students who have booked a call multiple times to get for the follow-up one. So they are very serious, like they have paid multiple times and they booked a call multiple times.
Yeah.
So that's how it has helped. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, we have repeat customers
Yeah.
numbers are high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have
That's a
excellent reviews as well. Let me share it. Just a minute. I'll just
Sure.
share it.
Do you have any other questions, Mohammed, on
Yeah.
the portal? So
Yeah,
screen.
please.
These are the 4 features that we have.
Okay. Very good.
So I'm just going to speak about everything, but we have received excellent reviews from parents, from counselors, from teachers, um, from students. So these are all the different reviews we have received. I can say one of the review recently I have received. I have not put it here, but he is now working as an intern with us. So he was planning to study in one of the universities in India only, and he connected with a student. And after speaking to him, he realized that this is not the course I want to do, and he is looking for another university now, and he is planning to book a call with a student from that university. So that's the value he would have. He was planning. He had to pay some high fees for that university, so now he understood that this university is not giving the course because he wants to go for marketing and management. So that course was not available after he spoke to the student. So this information was not available very clearly in the website. So he got it from his student. So that's the value we are bringing. And now he is looking to join the other college after speaking to a student. So that's how. So these are many reviews. As I also said, one of the student from Nepal, she wanted to go to US. She had many questions about visa. She had questions about weather. She had questioned what she has to pack. So many things she had, and she spoke to a student from US. She got a visa cleared. Definitely, she must have done her own homework as well. But she also got to things pack the correct things. And when she landed there, she met that student first. So that's the community we are building. And now she is a current student as well. Yeah.
Excellent services. Actually, I very much impressed with your work and the way how you are serving this niche area, because this is the AI era, and we need to provide the services on these areas as well, where most of the consultants are not that much facilitative, and they are unable to connect with the direct peers of another country. This is an excellent services. Munira, Abdul Samad, Javedia, if you have any question, you can ask. आप पूछ सकते हैं सवाल.
Yeah, I'm just opening one
Sorry.
of the review which was posted in LinkedIn. Just
But
she was from Nepal originally. Yeah, sorry, someone was speaking something.
You may
I'm just
continue. You may
no, no, you
continue.
can ask your question, no problem. I was just saying.
Though I had joined late, I do not have any question right now. But it seems a very innovative idea that you have started. A student who want to study abroad have some apprehension regarding the courses, the quality of the courses, and whether they would be able to sustain their uh, as they would not be able to find people from their own country or neighboring countries. But this idea of yours and your effort, I think it helps students and facilitates difficult, the most difficult process that a student want to undertake. Commercial and business advisors are there to help, but they would be helping in documentation, in making the process of getting admissions to the university. But what they would find the sense of belongingness, you are there to give the sense of belongingness, and uh, students would not be able to lose money. Like you said that the student had lost also money, they would get admission in the right courses and get right advice. That's what I
you
have
you
to
you
say.
s- yeah, you summed up it very well. Yes, that's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem, and I think that's what we're trying to solve. I mean, I don't want to add anything, but I just want to say you said it very well. Yes.
Yeah, I think there is one question from Javeria. Gaurav, how did you cope with emotional challenges?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big challenge for anyone. But let her come back. I think she dropped off. Once she comes
Yeah,
back, I'm happy
yeah.
to provide my experience, share my experience.
Munira, do you have any question? Miss Munira, are you
Uh,
there?
Hi, all. Yeah, I'm here. No, I'm just listening because as a parent, I am also listening all these things. My daughter wants to go outside, so it's a good opportunity. Obviously, I will recommend her. She is not available right now, but hopefully, she will see the recordings and register herself on the website.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Perfect.
We are happy to, she has come back, Javeria. We are happy to guide your daughter. We are there here.
Yeah, sure. Obviously, it's a good opportunity. I have seen there's a lot of things in the website. Um, uh, I think she will find her questions there.
Yeah. I think, Javeria, you had a question about Gaurav coping with his emotional. struggle.
Yeah, first thing I'll tell you, Joria, that first thing you don't even realize that you're dealing with emotional issues because you're so busy in the new land, trying to cope up with the weather, whether our South Asian countries weather and those English countries weather were usually cold, so hot to cold. Food, job, education, you're dealing with so many things that you get burned out. And then you realize perhaps you're missing people back home, and you want to make your own community here in this new world. So that was the first thing. So 1.5 years, 2 years, I had no idea that I'm dealing with something. I have lost something, the emotional support that I received from my family. So once we realized that, I started making friends from our community, and also developing, going to those events and etc. So those things really help. Um, you cannot get back your family now once you have left them. Either you need to be very rich so that they can visit you every month, perhaps. Um, so that can be one option. But for me, I was like making new friends. So making that new friend skill is super important when you talk about emotional challenges because you will need them. You will need them. In our Asian countries, we are very pampered culture. We take care of each other's a lot all the time. That you don't find there. You struggle and you see suddenly, is it good or is it bad? First thing, as a youngster, I was not sure, is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? You struggle. Perhaps that was too much in our countries. That's not great. This is great, where people have their own individuality, where people have their own way of
Freedom.
living. That's the best. That's a freedom. Call it freedom. That's the best way to live. But slowly, you get see the both sides. There are good side, bad sides, and slowly you learn. But we do want to talk about emotional challenges that students. I think 99% of students face that emotional challenge once you leave your home country. So good thing is that you meet people from your own country. First thing, you maintain a relationship back home. You visit them, you discuss with them. Um, I never took university emotional support because the first thing I never knew that what I have lost. So slowly, but we as more we keep talking about it, more we develop networking, we can
Yeah.
support each other. So that's in my opinion and in my experience, I would say that thing can really work.
I think there is one more thing. When you go through this emotional turmoil, your skills are developed. I think Gaurav will agree to that. You speak to new people, and automatically there is a skill development there. You create connections, and it helps in your networking. I
Yeah.
think that's the good side of the emotional uh, trouble you go through.
I have a question. Most of our students from uh, maybe Pakistan, India, Bangladesh do face a lot of financial problems. They belong to middle class families,
Hmm.
and many of them can afford one or two fees of 1 or 2 semesters. Does ask a student helps those students who cannot finance their studies entirely from their home sources to get some sort of livelihood?
Yeah. So that's a very good question. And I want to highlight that a lot of students from these countries are going with a very limited amount of financial resources. So making an informed decision become even more important for them because they cannot lose their money, right? They're hard-earned money, they're from middle class, so they need to make an informed decision. That's why ask a student doesn't ask a student will can make it possible through means, not by directly. We are a startup. Hopefully in the future we will get more partners who will be happy to provide scholarships to our students. We hope that. But as a startup, what we help students with to get them prepared by connecting with their peers to know where the money saving opportunities are. First thing, are you making the right informed decision? Will this course provide you opportunity to do part-time internship while you're studying the program so you can financially support yourself? And after finishing that program, what are the chances to get a job, which is very important. That's why you're studying. You need that ROI. So what are the things that will be required to make that connection in those companies where your seniors are already perhaps working? So you open up opportunities for yourself in working after you study that program. So Abdul, not directly, but through the way we exist can really help you out with your financial planning.
Excellent. We have two new joiner, and one is Mohammad Asif, and second one is Nematullah Sahib. Mohammad Asif has joined us just, but we have almost already have completed. But he has a strong and experience and relevant experience with your field in the field of skill development in student. Asif, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure, Basid, I'm with you. And please go ahead.
If you have any question with this regarding this website, you can have, because he has a relevant, he understands this business. He is also serving one of the leading company, AEG, in Pakistan and globally. Most of the time he travels a lot. So anyway, 95, 98% you have already missed. But if you wanted to discuss or have any question, you can ask.
Uh, Thank you very much, definitely, Basid, for introducing me. And it's pleasure to be part of this conversation because I just got a chance to complete my last meeting and just joined this. So I just heard a couple of few things which is actually interesting, and I really came to know few good points from Gaurav as well. And obviously with respect to my experience and my particular chapter, because the point that you guys were discussing is with respect to the students who are actually going for studies and things like that. But I have spent good 12, 13 years with the vocational training institutes where we actually train the skilled people, and those skilled peoples are actually traveling from Pakistan to different areas for the jobs. And my current job portfolio is with respect to AEG, and we are actually sending people across the board, like from Pakistan to Saudi to Dubai to Kuwait and to other areas for the job opportunity. So I really appreciate the point that you have discussed, and it's a very, very critical point, Gaurav, in which you have categorically mentioned that the people who are actually traveling are more focused with respect to the financials, as the question was raised by other buddy as well, and they need to take a right decision while investing in the course and as well as the travel program, because when it comes to our field where people are actually traveling for particularly job, so their back end
Mhm.
study, back hometown studies always create impact. And this really matters because we all understand, particularly when we talk about the Pakistan and South Asia, 90-95% of the people who are actually traveling across the borders for the jobs are the needy peoples, are below white
Yeah.
collar peoples in these days, I would rather say. So these sort of guidelines will definitely help people accordingly, inshallah. That's my basic view of taking like the 10-15 minutes conversation.
Well, you touched upon it. Yeah, I mean, you summed it very well. When it comes to finances, exactly. The more no needy people know to be more informed, more educated. And yeah, so I thank you. You usually summed it very well.
I have a question actually now because of getting very interesting. One last question from my end. Okay, let's suppose okay, we have a functional level of most of the people. They are very much eager to go abroad. They want to leave their country just because they are pissed off from their own lifestyle and cost of living allowances they cannot. So they wanted to go and go. So how this ask a student be helpful for them, because they do, most of them are not very much language friendly. The English they are very much not. They are very much difficult for them to drive your portal. So can it be any option that let's suppose in Karachi, for Karachi people, if they wanted to use the Ask a Student, can it be translated into Urdu or
Yeah.
any bilingual?
Yeah. Sorry, please complete your question.
So that this was my question. Thank you.
Yeah, so when I was writing down this portal on a piece of paper, like, so I was very excited about those countries, Pakistan, China, India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. So because that's where the most of these are the countries which are sending their people to outside countries. Um, we couldn't think of, I mean, the language, especially for Chinese people, for example, like still we people can speak English, but Chinese people, they mostly about China. So we thought about it, but we didn't pursue it because we were not fully sure where the traffic would come from. And we got traffic for 50% from, I would say 75% from South Asian countries and 25% from African countries, Middle East. Um, can we translate it into another language? currently we are not looking for that. But one thing is easy for anyone is to see the origin. If you see the origin of your country, there are so many Pakistani students. So if they choose, when you talk with them, language will not be a barrier at all. It's just about booking that call. So that is the only part I think we will have to. If they want to reach out to our team, we speak similar language, so we will be able to help them out for sure. Over the call, over the email, they can help us. They can reach out to us anytime, and during the call, they will have no problem at all. So that's the way we can go through this, solve this challenge for now. But hopefully in the future, we would love to do that. Honestly, we would love to do that to provide them, even for each country. If you get enough traffic, we provide them a local language, local domain, local website, which can cater their local needs in a much better way. Even when it comes to payment, for example, payment integration. At the moment, we have Stripe, so only people who can, or only the countries where Stripe is available, they can make the payment. Otherwise, they would send us payment through different means. We have offer free calls to Pakistani students in some cases. So yeah, so to answer your question, they can reach out to us directly, and we will help them over the call, over the email, and during the call, they would have no problem at all.
And any opportunity, let's suppose if HR Wale wants to be a B2B collaboration with Ask a Student, so that would be helpful. There's any option from Ask a Student?
We do. We have more than 100 partners, and we know how to work with partners. So we would be open to ideas. A few ideas can be, so you know what we do. We can help you arrange calls for your students. We can help them with other things. We have, let me show you, because you just mentioned that, let me show you quickly the student services page. So what we're trying to build here is an ecosystem of, as I mentioned, verified and reliable partners. So we can, if they need any help with anything like that, for example, accommodation, for example, blocked accounts, opening bank accounts, loan this is for Indian students at the moment, but apply shop if they want to book any test, we have discounted tests. And depending on your needs, of your students' needs, we can bring in more partners. So there are multiple opportunities. We would love to discuss with you how we can collaborate, but we are open to collaboration.
Great, wonderful. Thank you so much, Gaurav and Annie. I hope everybody has asked a question, and it was a wonderful.
I had one
Yes, sir.
question, if Basis would allow me to ask.
Annie, yes,
Uh,
please, sir.
with how many student advisors do you have?
Right now, we are reaching to 400.
400. So, is there any process to check the reliability of the information they are giving to
Yeah,
the student?
yeah.
Because where so many student advisor or in any organization there are so many workers, there is a chance that some of them do not perform well or provide advice that is not reliable.
Yeah,
So,
no, 100%. So the way we do things is that's why we have 99%, I would say 100% success rate. And you can see from our feedback that students took time after the call to write a big review. We did not give them review; they wrote by themselves. So how do we do that? So all the students are verified. So they submit a form. They provide their student ID, and then they sit down with us for a call. We know these students personally. We have had talked to them, for all of them, 400 students. We have received like 1,000 applications so far. We have made 400 live because those students came on time for the Zoom call, where that we set up an introductory call with every single student advisor. They appeared, they came to us, they talked to us. They were good with their communication skills. They know what the portal wants them to do. They are all trained. We give them a demo of the portal. We tell them what we expect from them, how they will receive their money, and all those things. And after that, they also have their LinkedIn profile. All these students are serious students because they all have LinkedIn. If a student who just want to study, we may be biased, but we think that all good students, that the students that we want, who can help others, They're all bright. These are all bright students, and they have a LinkedIn profile, which is well managed. They are working with good companies. They are studying in good universities. So that's how we are managing this risk of. That's how we are hedging this risk of, first, not to have everyone on the portal. We talk to them first. We have verification system. They go through that process. Second thing is, are they providing reliable information? We only hire students who have desire to help other students and who have good communication skills. We check that during our Zoom calls with them. And so far we have been successful the way we are operating. That's why we have very high successful, satisfied client rate.
Wonderful. Anyone else? Any question? Should we wrap up? Okay. Thank you so much for everyone. Thank you so much, Gaurav. Thank you, Ani, for accepting my request and giving us a chance to listen to Ask a Student. It's a wonderful platform. We all wish you best of luck. I'll definitely contact with you guys after this meetup to get connected with you as a partner. And thank you so much, everyone. Munira, Abdul Samad, Hasib, Nemtullah Sahib, Javeria, and all that. You have participated and asked a wonderful question to figure it out. And this was an excellent and learning virtual meet. It will be uploaded on YouTube. We will be marketing this. I'll be sharing link with everyone, and those who participated will get the certificate of participation as well. Stay connected with us. Thank you so much, and wish you good luck. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thanks.
Have a
Appreciate
great
it. Appreciate it.
Have a great weekend and happy holiday.
Happy holiday. Yes.
Thank you. Bye.
Happy holidays, guys. Bye.
Bye.